Hello, this is Stephanie Buffamonte from OWTV. Here at SUNY Old Westbury, we had a guest speaker, Charles Kernaghan, who spoke with our college students about the injustices in our society today. Charles Kernaghan is an executive director of the Institute for Global Labor and Human Rights. He came to SUNY Old Westbury and spoke with the students about sweatshops around the world, corporate greed, and the unfair distribution of wealth in the United States. I got a chance to sit down and speak with him about these social injustices.
In some ways, students are quite powerful, because if they start turning on the nasty practices or the illegal practices of corporations, it can cost the corporations a nightmare. And, you know, once you put this together and the students have a knowledge about how these workers are treated and how they're abused and how they live in such misery, it can have a big impact.
They lived and worked in the factory. They were working from 7:30 in the morning until 9:30, 10:30, 11:30. So you got like they're working 14, 15, 16 hours a day for $1 an hour. And these are the dormitories that they live in. This is 2012. 12 people, 8 to 12 people are in each of these dormitories. They sleep on a narrow bunk bed with no mattress. They have no privacy. They got 2 light bulbs in the 240-watt light bulbs, no air conditioning. This is the way they live. And when they come home at night, 10:30, 11:30 at night, completely exhausted and filthy, they don't have showers. What they have is buckets of water.
Until people themselves really become vigilant and only support companies that don't partake in this, nothing's ever going to change. If people just say, well, we're just going to keep, oh, I feel bad for those sweatshop workers, and then not, do what they have to do. Look, people vote with their wallets and they will vote with their feet. It's never going to happen by a pen stroke by a politician.
And what's happening now, by undercutting, I mean, it's literally wiping out all the gains that were made in, in the 30s, and the 40s, the 50s, the 60s, the 70s. That's all been wiped out. So we're back to like the richest people in the world are sucking up every single penny that they can get.
We have the same income distribution where it's skewed to the very wealthy and everybody else is going down and we're losing real wages. That's now, after 84 years, we're going backwards. And we're back to where we were in 1928. And there's no way to win this. You know what the CEOs pay? The average CEO pays himself or herself 380 times the average worker's wages.
And what do you think about these CEOs that are making so much money in our economy, yet other middle-class citizens are not making nearly as much?
It seems like the big drive now is profit. Like it's profits. They're making enough money. Like if they had jobs here so that more people will have jobs and more people are, better off, they'll still be okay, but they want to make the maximum profit. And it's really greed that's growing these people.
This presentation at SUNY Old Westbury was extremely valuable to the professors and students. People need to share their knowledge about these social injustices in order to make a change in the United States. To get more involved, please visit www.glhr.org. Stephanie Buffamonte, OWTV, Old Westbury.